Hi WPS artists, today we are going to make a heart mosaic for Valentine's Day. For today's project, you're going to need 2 pieces of plain white paper, markers, scissors, and glue. Some optional supplies are a magazine or pictures or construction paper of any color. Today we're going to create a mosaic, which is using tiny pieces to create a pattern or a picture. So often the small pieces could be stone, glass, or paper, or you can even make them using marker. This mosaic artist, Sonia King, used stone and different rocks to create mosaics on buildings. This artist, Antoni Gaudí, used nature as an inspiration for his glass and stone mosaics. This artist, Isaiah Zagar, uses garbage and trash, bottles and wheels, to make his murals in the streets of Philadelphia. Finally, Emma Biggs is a contemporary mosaic artist in London, and she's also an author. Okay, we're going to start by designing one of our papers with markers. So I started by making a green design, and then I added in some solid blue areas where I colored in the whole thing. I used a wavy, scribbly line to add in more colors and designs in different areas of my paper. I added in some solid areas of orange, and I added in some blue curly lines into my design. And finally, I added a black or gray spiral line and also some red stripes. You could do stripes of different colors too. And I finished with a solid area of purple. You could add in different shapes, your favorite shapes, different types of lines, or your favorite colors. Here's how my paper looked when I was finished designing and using my different colors. Next, I'm going to create my mosaics, which are my little pieces. So you can use whatever shapes you want. I found little squares really easy to cut out. First, I cut long strips or long rectangles, and then I snipped those apart to make different squares and rectangles. So there's how my blue design looked when I was finished cutting out the little squares. So now I'm going to cut out more strips. See, I'm just cutting out very long rectangles by just cutting a straight line across my paper. And then I take those really long rectangles, or those strips I call them, and then I'm going to slice them up into rectangles this time. So I use my scissors to make a longer cut to make a rectangle this time. So here's how my different mosaics looked when I was finished cutting them out. You could really do any shape that you want. If you want to do other shapes that you want your mosaic pieces to be in, go for it. Next, get another piece of plain white paper, fold it in half, match the corners, and press down the fold so that the fold is on the left side. Make sure yours matches mine with the fold on the left side. Now take a marker, and starting on the left side, you're going to go up and then down into a point. This is drawing a half of a heart. Notice where the fold is on my paper and make sure the line that you drew matches mine, sort of. It doesn't need to be perfectly matching mine. Now take your scissors and carefully cut along the line that you just drew. Open up both pieces and you'll have a heart, and then you'll have the negative heart. You could use that negative heart for another project or someone else that you want to make a heart for. You could even glue it onto a piece of colored paper if you want to, and then you can design it. Now, take your white heart And you're going to start gluing down your mosaic pieces onto the heart. I even used a picture that I cut out of a magazine as one of my mosaic pieces. Then I started using the different colorful rectangles and I put them in a pattern all the way around the outside of my heart. I glued them down by swiping them across the top of my glue stick and then sticking down to my paper using one finger. I found this the easiest way. Swipe and stick, swipe and stick. Next, I used the blue squares and I put those in a line just inside of the colorful rectangles. So I was making a second layer of mosaic pieces inside of my heart. I'm working symmetrically so that both sides of my heart look the same. You don't have to do this. You can put whatever kind of picture you want out of your mosaics, or if you want to build a pattern or to make it look like something, you be creative with your mosaic pieces. Next, I am filling in some of the white space with my red striped mosaic pieces, and then I added some more orange and blue ones to my mosaic as well. You could use construction paper to cut out different mosaic pieces. You could even use magazines to cut out mosaic pieces, or even use pictures out of it to make it more like a collage. I even overlap some of my mosaic pieces here, which you could do, or you could build a picture or a line on a mosaics like some of our artists did. I can't wait to see what different designs you make out of your mosaics, so don't forget to send it to me. I'm almost finished with mine. I'm just filling it in with a few more of my mosaic pieces of different colors. You could always cut out more mosaic pieces if you need them. This one I made by gluing my negative heart onto a piece of magazine. And my son made out of construction mosaic, marker, and stickers. And these mosaics and patterns were made out of just marker. And here's how my mosaic heart looked when I glued it onto construction paper and wrote a little message to somebody and decorated the background. Have fun making your hearts for people special to you.